we've started to look at loads of different ways in which we can make coins in FIFA 21 Ultimate Team. We've looked at very simple trader methods and some slightly more complicated, but today we are looking at one of the easiest methods to do within the game, which does not require any skill whatsoever. Even if you just started Ultimate Team, you've built your team, you've gone in division rivals, you've completed your placement matches, and you've got some coins sitting in your account, you could very easily do this method with no experience in trading whatsoever. But before I do get into the video though, if you enjoy the content I'm delivering here, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. That way you'll be notified the second I release a video. If you're one of the first to go and see that method, you could also be one of the first to put that method into action, and this can lead to you making loads of coins. Getting back into the video, I've done a lazy method before on this channel, which is pretty much just bulk bidding. Find a player and bid on as many of them as possible. And this is a very simple method. It can be done in just a matter of minutes. But this one, which we're going to be going through today, is so much easier. And the good thing is that it works on every FIFA. We've been doing this for years and we're probably going to carry on doing this for years to come. It actually seems to get better and better every year with the new additions that EA bring to the game. So this is the bronze pack method. For this method, you will simply be buying bronze packs. And because the price of these packs are so low, being at 400 coins and 750 coins, it's so easy to make coins back, especially with what we're about to do with them. Now the packs are very cheap, but I do recommend that you do have some coins in the bank before buying any packs and trying this method. I always like having a couple 100k before doing this method. It's not actually required because of how little the packs cost, but it is just a smart move. If you're watching this video and you've only got 10-20k, those coins are better spent elsewhere within other trader methods to bring back a high amount of coins. That way you'll be able to get to 100, 200, maybe even 300k plus. Once you get to those areas, then you can start looking at other types of methods, including this one right here. So before I ramble on any further, let's just go through the method and we'll explain absolutely everything. So with this, head over to the store, go under bronze packs and open a 400 coins bronze pack. And that's pretty much all you have to do. I said this is one of the easiest methods you can do within the game. Typically opening a 400 coin bronze pack will give you a couple players within that pack. The rest will be consumables. With a 400 coin pack, you are guaranteed one rare, but unfortunately most of the time it will just be a consumable item rather than a player. But when you do get a rare player, normally that player does go for a decent amount of coins. And when you have your pack open, you just need to go through each player. Check the player's price on the market. If you find players listed on the market for more than 200 coins, it means that player has some particular value. And that's when you can start making coins back. If you're seeing a lot of players listed for 150 coins bid and 200 coins buy now, then that player is not going to sell. Just store that player within your club and we'll use them again later. You will find a lot of the players that you go through will not sell, and this is perfectly normal because the players that you do find that do actually sell will not just go for 200, 300 coins, but a lot of the times they can go for 800 coins, which in this case would be 2 bronze packs which were paid for just by selling that one player. When opening a bronze pack, typically you're going to get around 3 to 4 players. And on average, you probably get one of those players that actually goes and sells on the market. So don't expect every single player that you get in the packs to be going for a ridiculous amount of money, because that's not the case. You'll find a couple players here and there which go for a couple 100 coins and some even pushing up for 1,000 coins. But this is enough to pay for the pack itself as well as give some coins profit whilst also sending loads of items to your club. As previously mentioned, you do want to go through each and every player to compare their price on the transfer market. But after doing this for a very long time, I've noticed that if you find players from one of the major leagues, being Premier League, Serie A, Ligue 1, Bundesliga or La Liga, they tend to go for a decent amount of coins. It's also the same with notable teams. So even though Ajax is not part of one of those major leagues, it is a known team around the world. So if you can get a bronze player from this team, you're also going to be making a decent amount of coins from this. Now, before recording this video, I did do some research, looked at other YouTube channels out there which have shown the bronze pack method. And it does seem to be a frequent question of why do bronze players go for this price? The reason that these players go for these particular prices is because they are considered valuable by a group of players. Some bronze players go for a decent amount of coins because they have some hype around them within the real world. But for most of the time, the reason that this player has a set price is because EA brings out SBCs which require bronze players. If you manage to get one of those bronze players to fit within that SBC, you can make hundreds or even thousands of coins. This is simply because of supply and demand. Because the supply is limited as not as many players open up bronze pack to get these bronze players, but then EA releases an SBC which loads of players want to do, but it requires a bronze player to fit within that SBC, all of a sudden the demand skyrockets. And because there's a limited supply but huge demand, it also means that the price of that player also skyrockets. We've had some situations where bronze players have even gone extinct on a market, meaning that they are hitting their maximum value. If you manage to pack one of these items, you can sell it at the maximum value. It's also worth noting that with these bronze packs, they are still FIFA packs, so therefore there is still a chance for you to get informs and other special items as long as EA have released them. Now, I'm not sure of the pack weight, but as it is EA and as we can look at Team of the Weeks and see that there is a limited amount of bronze players within the Team of the Week, that it's going to be extremely rare to get bronze players. But because of how many bronze packs you are opening, there is a chance that you will come across an inform at some point in the future. And these can also go for a decent amount of coins. So those are the ways that you can make coins from the bronze pack method. But this trader method is different compared to other trader methods out there, because normally what we count as a good trader method is the amount of coins that it'll give you. And I'll be honest, in this case, with this particular method, it's not going to be making you hundreds of thousand coins overnight. It's probably not even going to be giving you that over a week of opening bronze packs. But it can make you asset rich, because not only are you able to get bronze players that you can sell on to make a profit, but you can also store loads of players to your club. So the question is, what do we do with those players? It's pointless just storing them in your club and then just leaving them there, because they are bringing no value to you. So there is a couple other things that you can do. The first thing is that you can save them in your club for future SBCs. If EA brings out an SBC that requires any of these players, you can take it upon yourself to feed into that supply and demand which we mentioned earlier. And you can actually take the player from your club and then list them on the transfer market, in which you may be able to make a couple hundred coins, which definitely pays for the bronze pack that you pay to go and get this player, or in some situations you can make thousands of coins, which pays for a lot more bronze packs. The other option is that you can use that player that you have for that specific SBC. Following a previous video where we talked about the biggest mistakes players make when trying to make coins in FIFA Ultimate Team, I told you about not buying into every SBC player because it's a waste of coins, and that you should only buy an SBC player if you're going to use them in your club for a long time. That player has meaning to you because he plays for the club you support, or you can complete the SBC for cheap. And if you did manage to go and get this player for only just a couple hundred coins by opening bronze packs, then this fits in the category of being able to complete the SBC for cheap. So your options here, store them in the club to go and sell them later on when they are used for that SBC, or you can use them yourself to go and help you get a player SBC. And the final thing you can do, and it's the thing that I prefer doing out of anything, is actually using the players that you send to your club to go through bronze upgrade packs. It takes a maximum of 1 minute to put together a bronze upgrade SBC, and the requirements are very easy. Player quality exactly bronze, team chemistry minimum 40, and number of players in squad 11. Completing this will give you a 2-player silver pack, and I know what you're instantly thinking. You don't want the bronze players and you definitely don't want silver players. But the thing here is that we're not done quite yet. Once you've done this enough times of doing multiple bronze upgrade packs to get silver players, eventually you can go and use those silver players to go for a silver upgrade pack. The requirements for this are very similar. Player quality, exactly silver. Team chemistry, minimum 40. Number of players in the squad, 11. And completing this will give you 3 common gold players pack. Common gold players still aren't amazing, but this is when you can take it a step further and you can complete the gold upgrade. The requirements for this is player quality, exactly gold, team chemistry, minimum 40, and number of players in a squad, 11. This will give you a 2 rare gold players pack, and normally because these are untradeable packs, EA seems to be a bit more generous and give you better players. Because they are untradeable, obviously it goes without saying that you cannot sell these on the transfer market to make coins, so you're not making coins in this area, but what you are doing is solidifying your club. If you manage to go and get a really good player out of that 2 rare gold players pack, this is now 1 less player that you need to buy in the future if you're looking to build a team that includes that specific player, and this is where you start to save coins. So when you're saving coins within this area and being asset rich, where you're able to get tons of untradeable players, which can also be used for future SBCs, whilst also every single time you do open bronze packs, you can find players that can be sold on, which will give you a profit. This method becomes very, very powerful. You make profit from the pack itself, and you become asset rich with everything you send to your club. The final thing I want to say about this method is that you're not going to be making hundreds of thousands of coins every single day. This method is far different from the other trader methods that we've shown on this channel, because it isn't just about increasing your coin total, but it's also about improving your club. So what I recommend doing alongside this is also the lazy method. You can find a link to this in the description down below, as well as there will be a card on screen right now. But with this, you're just going to target one specific player and bid on as many of those players as possible. Each one of these cards can be sold on for just a couple hundred coins profit, but because you're able to get 10, 20, 30, 40 of these cards, you're able to make thousands of coins every single hour. Partnering this extremely easy bronze pack method whilst also bringing in a much better method being the lazy method, where you can bulk bid on as many players as possible, this is when you can start to make loads of coins whilst also solidifying your club. But anyway guys, that is the bronze pack method. If you do enjoy the content here, then do make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. That way you'll be notified the next time I upload. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going. So see ya.